because the page MrBeast Philanthropy, right? That page specifically doesn't make any profit. Like all of the money from that channel goes back into all of the philanthropic things that they're trying to do. Like that's all of it. Like literally just cycling it in. So everyone's saying that he's using this to make money. Yeah, it's so he can keep doing this shit.
Welcome to the greatest college cream campus in existence. I'm here with the boy. No plural today, just the boy. There will be no plans. There will be no Nas fans. And there most certainly won't be any man. It's just us boys here together. No men today. We're boys. Out here with the human calculator with the numerical nomenclature. Raytron, uno, dos, tres. And the strongest role in the universe, he who guards the guardians. Oh, the camera's this way. I was about to do it. Vanguard rides again. All right, now we can continue the conversation we were having right before stream.
For those of you who don't know, MrBeast, I think specifically MrBeast Philanthropy, like that specific channel, he went out and I believe he gave 100 pairs of shoes to 100 like African children, and it's like one of the taglines was like it was some of these kids' first ever pair of shoes, and as you can probably assume, people didn't like that because some people are claiming that he is monetizing their suffering and using it to like make himself seem better, get a bunch of money, and just generally be kind of a dickhead. And I was like, none of those points make sense because the page MrBeast Philanthropy, fucking weird name, right? That page specifically doesn't make any profit. Like all of the money from that channel goes back into all of the philanthropic things that they're trying to do. Like that's all of it, like literally just cycling it in. So everyone's saying that he's using this to make money. Yeah, it's so he can keep doing this shit. The reason MrBeast gets to give away millions and millions of dollars is because he figured out how to make money on YouTube, and he uses that money he makes on YouTube to give away more money. Like that's his whole philosophy: make money to give it away. That's the cycle. That is a circular cycle that he does. Two, he's giving these kids shoes. He's giving them shoes, and it's not like he's giving them Air Jordans. Nah, he was giving them sensible shoes that will last them a long time. Like he didn't just go, he's like, oh, I got a bunch of Jimmy Choos and I'm gonna give these out to 100. No, he gave them sensible shoes that they weren't gonna be targeted for and robbed of after he fucking left. He gave them shoes that they can like wear. It'll last a long time. It's not gonna cause them any problems. He gave them some nice, sensible shoes. And people on the internet have the audacity to go out of their way and demonize this act. And that shit just pisses me off. That shit pisses me off. Because I know for a fact a lot of these people demonizing this man haven't even seen the inside of their local soup kitchen as a volunteer. They haven't volunteered. They're not helping out.
They don't even give homeless people money on the street, probably.
But this man who's using his wealth to help in any which way, he's a demon. That shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember when he did the blind video, and people were calling him, literally saying this is demonic. The only reason there I could see for the whole calling it demonic was the thumbnail was weird, and the way they framed
was weird, but the thumbnail had to be that way because
to get attention.
It's YouTube's thumbnail system. It's like I'm sure if he could just like sit down, have a genuine smile, and just be like, he would. Like if that was what worked, he would do it.
Yeah, and the phrasing itself, I think he said he gave them back their sight. That sounds like
it was true though. Like a lot.
Yeah, no, true. No, you understand?
It's funny. The specific surgeries that these people need were very inexpensive, and it was just like they used to be able to see, and then they're like the vision decayed. So he just gave them back their sight.
But it was funny because it sounded like some like hinting shit. Hey, fucking David starts. That's what it was just more funny to me. That's what it was funny. I wasn't actually like bothered by it. I just found it funny. But even if you want to say the thumbnail was demonic, all of that nigga's thumbnails look demonic.
Yes.
Like even
like
the normal one.
the Orbeez ones,
They all look
monster
weird.
truck ones, we got everyone to sit in this room for 5 days. The last one standing gets a house. Like they all look goofy.
All these YouTube thumbnails look weird. Like I remember there was one, they filled up a house, I think, with gummy bears or some shit. And I was just looking at the thumbnail, and I started laughing. I just burst out laughing.
Open the incognito tab and look at a YouTube thumbnail from a vanilla YouTube. It's SSS Sniper Wolf. It's MrBeast. It's a bunch of like.
It's so funny.
childish.
For the childish you do, just look at them. They are. I will click videos.
Sniper Wolf's videos are crazy because it's just her and her glasses, her giant glasses. Just
Yeah. Weirdest thumbnails I've ever seen. I never want to click those videos. I'm like, I'm guessing 12-year-olds like this kind of stuff. That's what everyone's getting.
She's like clearly trying to be like she's like 16 or some shit, and I think she's like 30,
like 34.
Yeah, she's like in her 30s.
Well, I look at it like, why is this? It reminds me of people we knew in high school, except they grew out of those fashions eventually.
Well, she's doing it because she's,
she had to appeal.
Yeah.
It's to appeal.
I'm not even gonna like try to pretend that I know her, like her personality.
Exactly. We don't know anything about her. Maybe she just actually likes dressing that way.
Good. Yeah. I'm not even shitting on the way she dresses. It's just the way the thumbnails work.
Yeah.
It's just kind of
Well, yeah. Before we go off topic, it's like these people. I'm sure they haven't helped anyone, right? Because like this is something I've noticed a lot. People they love to throw stones from glass houses, right? It's like they're going to criticize him because, as Abba said in the video they made, Abba and Preach made about it. And I've made this point for so long, and it felt so good to have someone of influence saying what I've always been saying. It was very cathartic to see that other people can relate to this viewpoint I have, where it's like they get envious of what these people are doing and then try to find some nitpicky thing to like criticize it out of envy. You know, I feel like even movie critics do this a lot. Movie critics do it as well, where they criticize bigger directors just for the sake of criticizing them. But in terms of this, they're criticizing MrBeast because he has a platform to do good and he's doing good. And all they do is sit on fucking Twitter and rage tweet all day and try to convince everybody the sky is falling. And then this guy is walking around actually doing what they could be doing. There's nothing stopping you from, like, you know how many people probably throw shoes away in the fucking garbage and get rid of shoes that they don't need anymore when they could honestly just fill up a bag full of shoes and clothes and go to like a Goodwill or something and donate it. They could donate stuff, but they don't. They just throw it the fuck away. I see it all lining the streets all the time.
And if you specifically don't, you at least probably know people who do, and you can just set up your own clothing drive.
Yeah.
For free. It won't cost you no money. You can go on Facebook, make a page, and just be like, local area clothing drive, this thing.
Sometimes you do see things like that, but a lot of people aren't going to put in the time to do that shit. Like I remember one time I was walking and this woman had this thing signed up. It was like free stuff. Like it was like a fake store. It wasn't a store. It was just free stuff. It was her stuff. And she was giving it away to people for free. And she was standing out there. And I'm guessing it was I'm assuming it was for the less fortunate. Because I looked and, it was a bunch of like young clothes and stuff like that. Something that I wouldn't be into and no benefit for me. Maybe I should have taken some and given them to someone else. I don't know. But anyways, none of them are willing to do any good or do like any actual kindness. But so that when they see someone doing the things that they wish not even that they wish they could be doing, the things that they could easily do if they tried, it makes them feel bad. And then they're like, okay, I don't like the way this guy is making me feel. So I'm going to try and act like what he's doing is bad. And that's going to make me feel better. And then other people join in and it becomes this whole thing where now, they're punching up is what they think they're doing. And it's really not that hard to lend a helping hand because just the other day, right? When I was on my way to Ref's Boy to watch that UFC fight, I get off and I go in the store to buy a Red Bull. As I'm going in the store, as I leave the store, right? This woman walks up to me. She goes, "Hey, do you have like any money, blah, blah." I was like, "Oh, sorry, I don't have any change or nothing." She's like, I didn't have much money in my account. My account was like I was going to get paid the next day. My account was pretty fucking low. And then she goes, "Can you buy me something?" I was like, "Okay, sure, whatever." Right? We go back inside to buy the stuff. So I'm thinking she's gonna get like some fucking chips or something, or I don't know, something small. She comes back with juice and eggs, and I was like, damn, right? But then I was like, well, I did say I was gonna help her. I was like, you know what, juice and eggs. Of all the things she could have got, she got something that was actually pretty, pretty good.
Not just
I like things.
pack of smokes.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. I mean, I would have bought her the smokes too. I don't give a fuck. And then and it was a really weird situation because as she's putting the things on, it turns to the guy, I was like, well, how much are these? And he tells me they're like $8, which wasn't even that much, to be honest, right? Especially with all what they say, the way they say inflation is these days. I think it was like $8 or $10, and it wasn't that bad.
No,
but then he's like,
it used to be $1.
oh yeah, no, yeah, you're right. You're right.
It used to be $1.
You're right.
Like a dozen eggs you could get for like $1.
So was it the juice was probably like $4 now? I'm assuming if I went into a store now and tried to buy one of those carton juices, it'll probably be like $4. They used to be $3. So maybe the juice was like
juices used to be 2 for $5, 3 for $5.
Yeah, now they were like three.
This one is $5,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, I used to go to the store, they were like 3. So now okay, so yeah, you're right. They probably are like $5, so the eggs are probably like another 5. Jesus. Anyways, the guy who's ringing the things up, even he's acting like I shouldn't do it. Like he's giving me this look in my eye. I'm like, what's the worst that could happen? I was like, I'm buying her food. Even if she was gonna try and flip this, which I highly doubt, she's gonna somehow flip eggs at fucking 10 p.m.
Now she's gonna go to work. She's gonna start cooking the eggs. She's gonna sell it to the other homeless people, make her money back.
Even if
she did that, I would have been like, good for you.
Who cares?
I was like, good for you, bro. I was like, this man, grind never stops.
Exactly. Let her grind. I remember years ago, right? I was on the train. Some homeless guy walks up and asks us for money. I was with this girl at the time, and the guy asked me for money, and he's obviously like a junkie, like 100% obviously. I gave him the money. She turns to me, she goes, he's gonna use that for drugs, right? And I was like, so? I was like, if he gets a little bit of enjoyment out of his day, I was like, it doesn't matter to me. I was like, if he needs his drugs to keep warm and to, have a good time, let him do it. I was like, we have our fucking cell phones and our TVs and all this shit for him, and it's his drugs. It's like, let him cook.
Now, what I know bothers me about that statement is how many niggas who say that shit are actually on drugs?
Oh, yeah, probably.
But you're gonna buy the drugs. It's like, well, we're buying drugs right now. We're on our way to your plug, bro. Shut the fuck up.
Your vape pen and your fucking shots, your fireball shots, but the homeless guy drinking and smoking his weed or even his heroin or whatever, it's the worst thing on the planet. He should go get a job. Bitch, you live with your parents. You don't have a job.
No, it's even worse because it's like, a lot of people will say, it's like, oh, well, I do that because, I work hard, I'm stressed, I'm this, that. And it's like, that nigga homeless. You think he not stressed? He can't afford a beer? Like, you don't deserve a beer? You had to sit in your nice air-conditioned office all day, clickety-clacking on a computer, and you're stressed, bro? Mans don't know where he's sleeping tonight. Let him have a 40, bro. Shut the fuck up.
And men's can't even be certain that as he's sleeping, somebody won't just fucking walk up to him and try to murder him or some shit. Like, steal his stuff. Yeah. Just try to steal his stuff and kill him. Heck, even when they get into shelters, they still got to worry about that shit. People just trying to rob them and beat them up.
Rob you. And this isn't to say that, like, I believe that we should just be out here handing out beers and drugs to fucking homeless people willy-nilly or any of that shit. It's just like, we're kind of like highlighting the hypocrisy of the statements here.
Yeah.
Because
the hypocrisy, yeah. That these people
like MrBeast are trying to do good, and like he's found a way that he monetized the way to do good, and I don't think that's a problem.
That's what I was gonna say. Even if he is using it to make money, who fucking cares?
That's the thing. He's not even using it to make money. He's using it to fund philanthropy. That's even better. That's even better. Because I agree. If he did do good but also made a profit on it, I wouldn't have cared. Because there's people doing horrendous shit and making a profit on it, and we do not give a fuck.
Yeah.
But we do not give a shit about that shit.
The food that's being produced for us to fucking eat and all the poisons and shit, literal poisons they put in that goddamn stuff. Why are we out there fucking trying to tear down those corporations? I see less
clothes that we know are 100% made with child slaves.
Exactly. That too. Yeah, fucking child slavery, but you still got your fucking iPhone in your hand. Well, you're not making 1,000 posts about that. No, let's talk about Elon Musk. Yeah, I have my fucking iPhone that was literally made by child labor, but Elon Musk, he said some conservative stuff. Let's go after him. Let's not talk about Apple. Let's talk about Elon Musk. Oh my god, so funny.
And
Or let's
like this isn't me saying that the other thing is good. I just like, yo, what are we actually talking about? Like, what are we actually doing here? We're gonna look at we're gonna look at someone who's at least trying to do good, and instead of like recognizing it as good, we're gonna find every reason like to demonize it, and then go back to Twitter and say XYZ about X politician. It's like I agree. Like I feel like the government should be doing some shit, but how long am I gonna wait for them to do something?